The 3 best ways to get up off the ground after you've had a fall. Hi, my name is Doug. I've been a physical therapist for 30 years and I specialize in helping people improve their balance and reduce their chance of falling. Having a fall can be very scary. So many of my clients come to me because they've had a fall. Most of the time when someone has a fall, there's someone nearby to help us get up off the ground, or we might have a cell phone or a call button or some way of getting help. But the truth is, many people fall without anyone around to help them. Now, I know it seems in this day and age that everyone has a cell phone with them all the time, but it's been my experience that a lot of people have falls without their cell phone, without their wristwatch, without some way of communicating and getting help. So this video will show you the 3 best ways to get up off the ground if you've had a fall. The first method is called the chair method. To do the chair method, you need something like a chair nearby. It can be a chair, a stool, an ottoman, any type of furniture or anything that you can sit on top of. What you want to do after you had a fall, the first step is to get onto your side. Once you roll onto your side, what you're going to try to do is to get onto your hands and knees. So this is in the hands and knees position with your hands down and your knees in contact with the ground. Because the next step is to crawl to that chair. You want to crawl on your hands and knees until you get close to the chair, and then you want to bring your hands onto the seat of the chair. The next step is to use the seat of the chair to bring one of your legs flat on the ground. So now you're in a kneeling, half kneeling position with one foot on the ground. Now the next step is to get off the ground. To do that, you want to push down on the chair and push on the foot that's on the ground and bring your other leg and your bottom up off the ground. Once you're in this position with your hands still on the chair, you want to pivot and then sit down on the chair. It's very important not to try to stand all the way up after you've had a fall. Many people injure themselves further by trying to do that. The safest thing is to sit on the chair for a few minutes until you feel comfortable and able to stand up and then get help. It's called the scoot method. I've even seen it called the MacGyver method. Now to do this, you're gonna have to find something around you that you can build into a little staircase. Now in my example, I'm using these balance mat cushions, but you could easily use couch cushions, pillows, boxes. You can put as many things together as you can, but what you're trying to do is build a little staircase with 2, 3, or 4 steps. And what you're going to do is once you've built that, so you're on your side and you may have to scoot a little bit on your side, so you don't have to go onto your knees to do this. Once you've built the little staircase, what you want to do is try to sit on that lowest step. And then with both hands on the next highest step, you want to pull yourself backwards onto that step, then pull yourself backwards onto the next step. If you can build your staircase so it aims at a ottoman or a chair, that would be the ideal, because then you could be up onto the chair and then rest a little bit until you're strong enough to stand up. But if you can, just getting up off the ground, even as little as 10 or 15 inches off the ground, can allow you to recover enough and get up more easily. Now, the first thing you want to do when you've had a fall is try to roll onto your side. It's very important that you get onto your side because that's the easiest way to get up onto your knees. So once you're on your side, you want to try to roll so that you're on your hands and knees. Once you're on your hands and knees, and this is probably the hardest part, you have to bring one leg forward and put your foot flat on the ground. So you're going to now be in a kneeling position. You want to keep your hands on your knee that you're kneeling on. You want to get your head up and your body up. Now, the next step is to push down on the leg that's flat on the ground and try to bring your whole body up off the ground. This is very difficult, and a lot of times people find that they lose their balance when they do it. So you're pushing down and then bringing your body up off the ground. You have to brace yourself against your body with your hands to try to steady yourself. Now that I've showed you the 3 best ways to get up off the ground, I want to talk a little bit more about how this can help you or not. Now, for a lot of people, they're going to watch these videos and say, I have a knee replacement, I had a hip replacement, I have too much pain, I can't get on my hands and knees, I can't do the first method or the second method or even the third method. I hear you. There are definitely people that cannot get up off the ground after they've had a fall. And unfortunately, that can be a big problem. And I hope that those people always carry a cell phone with them or a call button or have some way to get help just in case this ever happens. But the truth is, every year, thousands and thousands of people have this problem where they fall and there's no one around to help them. So I really hope the 3 ways I showed you give you some ideas for how to get up off the ground if you've had a fall. The number one most important thing to do if you've had a fall is to get help. But if you can't get help, the second most important thing is getting up off the ground. Many studies have shown that the longer you spend on the ground, the more harmful a fall is. Getting up off the ground as fast as possible is key to survival. Even if you only get yourself up off the ground 5 to 10 inches by just propping yourself up on top of something else, you're going to have a better chance of surviving a fall than if you simply lay on the ground. I really hope this never happens to you, but if it does, I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.